Hello. This is a completely different style video. No funny edits, no nothing. I just want to be able to share what's been going on. I know that I hadn't posted anything in a really long time. And I had been streaming, but I had also been kind of falling off of streaming. So I kind of wanted to take this moment to give a personal update, and a lot of the things that I have kind of come to make the decision to change. I'll probably put a timeline in my I'll probably put like timestamps so that it makes a timeline. So if you want like a TLDR, you could probably like scan through there and get the information that you need. But if you want to stick around, thank you so much. Basically, 5 years ago, I designed a little marshmallow guy that I named Mellow. That was the lore. That was the theme. That was it. Like, he just was a marshmallow guy and he just existed. That's it. However, nowadays, I'm a scientist, but also a thief, but also a hitman, and I made these marshmallows. They're also like weapons for the government. But my cafe was burnt down by assassins who were also working for the government because I left. I'm now hunting and now they want to steal back the marshmallows. It's too much. The lore got so convoluted and messy that it took way too long to be able to explain anything if anyone wanted to actually learn. And I think it was really off-putting. It just didn't really keep an audience around for the storytelling aspects, which I loved. I loved the ideas of creating this like lore, and it just kind of felt so dense, and it was full of me just kind of loosely tying together random pieces of facts that I had written down like years ago when I was making random videos, and I kind of just created this huge web of a mess. And so I kind of talked with a lot of friends and a lot of thought by myself. Very little interactions with ChatGPT, let me just say that real quick. But I kind of came to the decision to get rid of it all. The old VTuber lore, the canon videos, it's gone. I can't continue it. It felt so disconnected from myself. It kind of began to feel a lot more of a stressful situation that I needed to handle, rather than how it originally started, which was this story that I actually wanted to tell. And there are still aspects of the stories that I liked, and I will probably keep moving over to the actual new lore. There's gonna be new lore. So we're gonna start all over again, but I am getting rid of it. It's gonna be gone. It's no longer canon. If you wanted to know the ending, I was going to fight one of the big bad bosses. I would win. And then if that continued the lore, I would come across an even worse boss, and that's when I would die. But before I died, I would infuse my blood with one of my marshmallow projects, and I would become this new like marshmallow person once again. And it was going to be a whole new like transition into a model 2.0. But it had gotten so convoluted and messy. Like you didn't even know half of those things were going to be happening. And I had planned so much ahead that we were talking with the people that I was working with to voice act. We were talking about projects that were years down the road. And so I just had to pull the plug and switch it because it wasn't me. It wasn't who I wanted to be, and it wasn't how I wanted streams to be. Speaking of that, I really wanted to change streams. I had been doing this for 6 years. This is my 6th year doing this. And through that time, I had thought that my audience was going to be Animal Crossing. I thought I was going to be an Animal Crossing streamer. I thought I was going to be a Minecraft streamer. I still think that I'm going to be a Minecraft streamer sometimes. But every time that I thought of it like that, it just left me either exhausted or demotivated. It made me start hating those games. And I've kind of tried taking a step back, and I switched to being more of a variety streamer, and I have really enjoyed that. But I still needed to kind of push things down into a much more targeted audience. And I've kind of made up this kind of mindset that what I want to do is be this introduction, a casual introduction to VTubing, to lore, and just storytelling. I want to be able to share the things that I have learned in film school. I want to be able to share that with people in a casual way where I don't need only people that are heavy story and lore based. I want this like audience of anyone. And it's hard because VTubing is kind of looked down upon. I struggle to tell people at work that I am a PNG tuber or a VTuber. And that's something I really wanted to be able to change. I wanted to be able to be someone that can say that I'm a VTuber, and when you watch my streams, you're not getting just like, here's some man titties, here's me moaning, here's, whatever. I want you to be able to get a true, honest introduction to VTubing and the world of possibilities that it shows. I really want to be able to kind of... Sorry, my buttons aren't working. I really want to be able to show that there is potential in this scene of work. It feels like IRL has kind of grown so big. People can travel, people can do stuff, and like technology is allowing VTubers to do things. But I think there's more. And maybe it's selfish of me to be able to say this as like, who knows if I can truly back it up. But I genuinely believe that there's something more to be told in the VTubing scene. I think there's more model styles that we can do. And I really want to start pushing for this. And I want to be able to get people's minds to be really thinking about these things, while still being this like show of potential of what VTubing can be, to someone who might not even know truly about VTubing. Maybe they were just watching PNG tubers. I just really want to be able to be this like variety person for people. That's isn't just variety, you know? And it's something I'm still trying to figure out right now. But it's something that I want to be working towards. Now, to be real, I've been struggling to find work. I know that a lot of people are in the same boat as me, and it's just the industry, but it's been rough. I've applied to over 100 places, and I'm not even getting an interview, let alone a call back. Like, it's so hard. And it's something that I've kind of made the decision after beating myself up about this for so long. I want to be able to use YouTube, use streams, use this world around me, and make something of it. Even if I can't make it in the film industry, I want to be able to look behind at the past 6 years that I've put into this and have it be something that I'm proud of. Something that can go on my resume, you know? And if I can pull it off, I hopefully will have some stuff in my plans that will be able to show up in other people's resumes and portfolios. But it's just something that, like, I've kind of had this deep thoughts about, and kind of made my mind that, like, I've had this question, I've had this talk with my family about whether or not I should go back to school. I finished, if you didn't know, I finished college, but the question comes up of whether I should go back. And I've contemplated it, and I kind of thought about doing it, but if I do, it's going to take up a lot of my spare time, and I don't think I can do this anymore if I do that. So I've kind of made up this decision that I want to do something with this before I leave. If I leave to go back to school, I want to leave this with good, useful memories. I mean, and the friends that I've made on this is already more than enough. But I just want to be able to have, like, I want to look back at this and think that the time that I spent editing videos and the time that I spent drawing random models never went to waste. But that's really, I think, all I have to say for now. I'll have more stuff and more visually presenting things to show you guys in September, hopefully. And we'll return to funny videos soon, I promise. I'm working on a peak video, okay? So calm down. But thank you for watching. Sorry this one was a long one. And just have a great one. Whatever you're doing, just have a great one. Thanks.